I have trust in Carson. I mean, I saw his work ethic. Hiring him last year, he was one of the last hires I had on our staff, and just talking football with him, we think alike, scheme-wise, and what we see, how offensive football should be done. And so there's a great sense of comfort in Carson for me personally. I understand what kind of work ethic he brings, what kind of teacher he is in the classroom, being able to see that over a course of a year, seeing his in-game adjustments of what he's seeing, talking football on a day-to-day basis, his understanding of the CFL, understanding of our offense, his ability to work with our other coaches and the players, getting the most out of them at his position. There was a lot of positives that I looked at. And the other thing is, something Carson talked about when he first got here is his dream and his vision was to become a coordinator in our league and a play caller. And, I told him that, I could envision him doing that one day. I wasn't sure when that day would come, to be quite honest with you. And, I'm pleasantly surprised that it's now, to be quite honest with you.
Looking at his resume, I mean, he's a young man still, but he's been coaching for 17 years now.
Absolutely, and that was when I talked to him in the beginning. I realized that right off the bat. He and I talked the same lingo, having worked in the staff under Tressman, which is the same type of offense we run. Having that experience. He's light years ahead of most people that are his age with the amount of experience he has, and he's just a bright football mind. He's really fun to talk to every day and to see what he's seeing. So he's creative, but he's a hard worker, bottom line, and he gets along with people. He gets the most out of his players. So, for me, that was an easy thing to do for a guy that wants to do it and a guy that I believe is capable of doing it. I have nothing but the utmost confidence in the ability to get the job done.
How difficult is it for you to step away from that?
That was the hardest part, to be quite honest with you. I knew it was going to come at some point. I've talked to different head coaches and different people that have been in this position. When do you let go of the play calling duty or the offense coordinator title? And I just felt very strongly that when I found the right guy, I'd be able to do it. And the right guy is Carson. I mean, his ability to think the game. I have the utmost confidence, and that just comes from being around him and understanding what he's thinking. So it just took some time to see it and to feel comfortable for myself that he could get the job done. And that's all I really wanted. That's all I was looking for. And once it was pretty obvious to me that he could do it and he still wanted the opportunity, because that's the other thing. There's a lot of guys who are qualified to be coordinators and play callers that don't want that responsibility at all. They like doing what they do. He's not that way, and definitely know that he's always aspired for this position. And like I said, I wouldn't be giving it over if I didn't feel like he's confident. I didn't feel confident in his ability to get the job done, and so that's just the way it kind of went.
Still a work in progress, but how do you envision that changing your day-to-day as head coach without having to worry about the OC job?
Yeah, to be honest with the day-to-day is not going to change a whole lot. I'm still going to be heavily involved with the offense, but it does give me freedom to move around, to see what our special teams is more up to stop by to see, Benny more often. Like I said, it's a collective effort on our offense to get the game plans in. So I'll still be involved with that with Carson and helping him and stuff. But on game day, it's all in his hands. I mean, I'm going to let him roll with it, and then it'll allow me to focus more on the whole game, seeing what's going on, being able to watch the games more closely in different aspects, be able to communicate better with the players and communicate better with the coaches, rather than being so wrapped up and involved in one aspect of the game. So, that's on a game-to-game basis. That's what it'll change. On a day-to-day, it'll just allow me a little bit more freedom to move around.